Guitar Hero and Rock Band were some of the most popular video games for about half a decade starting in the mid-2000s. Personally, I was a huge Rock Band fanatic. The developers behind the Rock Band franchise Harmonix were releasing new songs every week for pretty much 6 years straight until 2013. I personally remember waiting every week to see what the new songs would be. Because of Rock Band, I got introduced to a lot of music I wouldn't have been exposed to otherwise, and got interested in picking up an instrument and taking music lessons. You have to remember, I grew up in a household where the most rock and roll music my parents played was Kenny G. From 2007 to 2010, both Guitar Hero and Rock Band seemed to release new games every year, and it eventually led to the downfall of the music game genre. They just oversaturated the market without really innovating. From 2007 onwards, as Guitar Hero got more popular, instead of innovating, they just started adding avatars of famous musicians to their games, including Billy Corgan, Shirley Manson, and today's topic Kurt Cobain. 2009, Rock Band developer Harmonix would release the highly anticipated Beatles version of Rock Band, while Activision released Guitar Hero 5 that year. Guitar Hero 5 didn't really feature many new innovations or improvements, just a new track list, some new playable avatars, one of which was former Nirvana frontman Kurt Cobain, alongside 2 songs from the band's catalog, including Smells Like Teen Spirit and a live recording of Lithium. It appears the master recording of Lithium didn't have the appropriate tracks to be used in the game, or the masters couldn't be found. It was around the time of Guitar Hero 5's release that Activision put out a promotional trailer of Kurt Cobain's Avatar, performing both of the Nirvana songs. Of course, it garnered a strong reaction online, most of which was negative, and in order for Kurt Cobain's likeness to be used in the game, his widow Courtney Love had to approve it, while the surviving members of Nirvana, including bassist Chris Novoselic and drummer Dave Grohl, had to sign off on the band's music being included in the title. The whole controversy with Kurt Cobain appearing in the game took a strange turn when it came to light that his avatar could be used to perform non-Nirvana songs. A video of the avatar performing Bon Jovi's You Give Love a Bad Name soon hit the internet shortly after the game's release, and the reaction was universally one of disgust. Even John Bon Jovi would comment on the matter, telling BBC News, "I don't know that I would have wanted it either. To hear someone else's voice coming out of a cartoon version of me, I don't know, it sounds a little forced." It would come out later that John Bon Jovi was actually asked to be included as an avatar in the game, but declined. Fans would blame Courtney Love for allowing Cobain's avatar to be used in the game, and she would take to Twitter to deflect blame, saying it's disgusting and vile and is the result of a cabal of a few assholes' greed. Not in 20 jillion years would I have ever allowed this, she'd say. Here's a snippet of the avatar performing a medley of songs from Guitar Hero 5's tracklist, including Public Enemy, Bon Jovi, and Bush. The surviving members of Nirvana would put out a statement that they were, and I quote, "dismayed and very disappointed in the way that the facsimile of Kurt was used in the Guitar Hero game, adding the name and likeness of Kurt Cobain are the sole property of his estate. We have no control whatsoever in that area." The pair would go on to ask Activision to relock the Cobain character and state, "It's hard to watch an image of Kurt pantomiming other artists' music alongside cartoon characters. Kurt Cobain wrote songs that hold a lot of meaning to people all over the world. We feel he deserves better," they'd say. Activision, the game publisher, would issue a statement that read, "Guitar Hero secured the necessary licensing rights from Cobain's estate in a written agreement signed by Courtney Love to use Kurt Cobain's likeness as a fully playable character in Guitar Hero 5. I did come across another article where Activision did say it was too expensive to simply lock the character. In the run-up to the game's release, Rolling Stone magazine would sit down with one of the game's developers, Tim Riley, who told the magazine, and I quote, "Courtney supplied us with photos and videos and knew exactly what she wanted Kurt to look like. She picked the wardrobe and the hairstyle, which turned out to be the Teen Spirit look. Then we went back and forth over changes, some subtle, some not so subtle. She was actually great to work with. She got back with comments pretty quickly," he'd say. The Guitar Hero franchise CEO Dan Rosensweig would tell Enemy.com that the franchise would not be relocking Kurt Cobain's avatar, putting out his own statement that read, "I do know there is absolutely a contract and we know the check has been cashed. I can only deal with the facts. It's very clear what the terms are. We care about the artist more than anyone else and we would like to make the artist happy in every circumstance. I'm disappointed in this case there seems to be confusion between the band and the estate. I can't speak for everybody being happy, but it gets done with the complete consent from artists. There are artists who fans love. We hope over time the state will appreciate that," he'd say. In early 2010, Courtney Love seemed to change her tune Telling an interviewer, what pisses me off the most is that I think about it. I think Kurt would have been fine with having 5 Kurt Cobain singing the Spice Girls. I think he'd find that really funny. It would turn out that these avatars that Guitar Hero and their spin-off game Band Hero used became a legal headache for the franchise. One by one, bands and artists lined up to sue Activision for using their avatars to sing other artists' songs. You had No Doubt and Adam Levine of Maroon 5 sue the publisher, and it's not clear over what happened in the case of Adam Levine, but it would come out later that Activision and No Doubt would settle out of court. In fact, Courtney Love claimed she was possibly going to join No Doubt's lawsuit, but again, it's not clear how things actually were resolved. That does it for today's video, guys. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like button and subscribe, and see you again on Rock and Roll Your Stories. Take care.